This is Good Mood Food.
When I first started Ambitious Kitchen, there were not a lot of options on the internet for a really good vegan or gluten-free chocolate chip cookie. And because I wanted my site to be for everybody, I thought, why not start experimenting and make a gluten-free and vegan chocolate chip cookie that was for everybody, tasted just as good as the real deal, and was super easy to make. So let's get into it and make my vegan chocolate chip cookies. These cookies are very, very simple to make, and I love that it all comes together in one bowl. So you're gonna start off with some dairy-free milk. Oat milk will work, almond milk will work, whatever you have on hand. We're gonna use some flax meal, and that will help to bind these vegan chocolate chip cookies together. Next, brown sugar. I love to use dark brown sugar in my recipes. It is very rare that I will even buy light brown sugar because honestly, everything comes out better when you are using a little dark brown sugar. Now, I know some people like to use coconut sugar, but here's the deal. You're not gonna get the same flavor, the same chewiness, the same caramel notes as you get when you use a dark brown sugar. So I advise sticking to the recipe here. We're gonna mix it up until it's nice and well combined. Good. Little splash of vanilla, measure with the heart, per usual. And then finally, we are using coconut oil in this recipe. Now, if you wanted, you could use a vegan butter. The brand Miyokos is so delicious if you wanna opt for a vegan butter, but I like the flavor of coconut oil. So a virgin melted coconut oil. And then you're gonna whisk that into the brown sugar mixture for about 30 seconds to a minute. You really wanna get that well combined and emulsified. You can see that it's starting to resemble a dark caramel here. And that's how you know that the coconut oil has really absorbed into the brown sugar and it is ready to go. We are using an oat flour today. I love oat flour because it's nutritious, it has these really delicious toasty notes, and it absorbs that coconut oil really well. So you're still gonna get crispy edges and a chewy middle. Plus a little fiber, a little good mood food. Next up, my favorite, almond flour. Slightly sweet, so good for you, great fiber, very nutritious, and that's also one of the reasons that I really do love these cookies because they feel really indulgent, but they're also very light and still taste like a chocolate chip cookie, like a classic chocolate chip cookie. So kind of mix that up. Do not forget your baking soda. Just a little bit of baking soda so that the cookies still have a chewy middle. Kind of dust that all over, sprinkle, sprinkle, because we are making this in one bowl. Just want to sprinkle that baking soda all over. And finally, salt. Salt equals flavor, and especially because we are not using a butter in this recipe, you're gonna want to use a decent amount of kosher salt. Now you're just gonna mix this up. All right. Now we're gonna add in our chocolate chips. I'm using vegan chocolate chips today, but if you aren't vegan, you could absolutely use regular chocolate chips. Always reserve a little bit extra chocolate chips because we wanna throw those on top of the cookies to make them extra pretty. Technically, you could eat this straight out of the bowl. So, edible cookie dough right here, people. You want some? And that's it. Now we're going to scoop our cookie dough up, and I'm gonna go get my, I need a cookie scoop, so. I am using a medium cookie scoop to scoop the dough. And you just plop it on there. If you want cookies that are a little more round and uniform in size, you could absolutely roll these into dough balls. Super simple to do, just like this. And they'll just bake up a little bit more perfect. Biggest thing when you're baking cookies is to not overcrowd the pan. So you wanna leave a decent amount of space in between the cookies. And then you're gonna add some more chocolate chips on top. You could also throw in some chocolate candies if they're vegan or dairy-free. You could add nuts. These are a very fun cookie to mix and match your ingredients with. What is your guys' favorite kind of cookie. I think I'm like an oatmeal chocolate chip kind of girl. That's what I feel like is my favorite cookie of all time. But leave a comment below and let me know your favorite, and then maybe next time in the series, I can tackle that one. All right, these look good. They're loaded with chocolate chips. They're lopsided, they're funky, they're going in the oven. These just came out of the oven and they have been resting on the baking sheet for about 10 minutes. You always wanna make sure that you rest your cookies so that they can set up around the edges and not break apart. So since they've been resting for about 10 minutes, we can transfer them to a wire rack to finish cooling. I will say, these look incredible. Oh my gosh, that nice crackle topping. I can tell that they're gonna have an incredible doughy, like chewy middle. So good. The remaining cookies just came out of the oven and they've been sitting for about 10 minutes. You could also make these smaller so that they're not as big. I love a big cookie because I just feel like they're more satisfying, but you do you, as always. And then of course, my beloved Malden salt on top. I like to throw these on top when they're a little bit hot still so that salt sticks to the chocolate. Sweet and saltiness is everything. All right, I'm gonna try one. Oh, I love this one. See, and like, look how cute and lopsided it is. It's perfect. All right, let me try. Oh my God. Look at that. That chewy, doughy middle is going to have you going crazy. You have to make these. They are guaranteed to put you in a good mood.